Good evening, everyone. It's time for the midnight ride with Grayman Prepping. And how's everybody doing out there? We're having fun here. It's been a busy night. Let's go over here first and let's see who else is in the chat here. First one in was Aidenair, followed by CB at Hugo Homestead, then Shadow Scout Swede, then Kimberly's here, and Walt's here. Walt's listening in the barn. Joe stepped in, but he was trying to stay up, but can't. Good night, everyone. All right, good night, Joe. And let's see here. It's the Marshmallow Man. Hey, Lewis. And okay, caught up there. Got 11 watching. That means we got a couple lurkers. That's okay. Lurkers, just check in. Help me out with YouTube's analytics. All right. We have had some fun stuff today. Let's see if I can get this out of the way here. Got it gone. All right. And going to bring back up the this here and start it off over here on the weather. What's my weather look like here? I don't know. Let's see. We got red here. And the red says blizzard warning. This earlier today, around about 1 o'clock, it said winter storm watch. So it went through winter storm watch, jumped past winter storm advisory, past winter storm warning, past blizzard watch, past blizzard advisory to blizzard warning, the top of the warnings. So that's what it looks like. And we got tonight, Friday night, and who knows if it's going to go beyond because it's been moving across as the winter storm watch for the last week. So, but Martin Luther King Day says mostly sunny. I'll believe that when I see it. All righty, let's go ahead and drop that down and get over here. Yeah, so we're interested. It went from less than 1/2 inch possible tonight to 1 to 8 inches possible, with 55 to 60 mile an hour gusts. And I know you can't hear it, but I can hear it out there. The wind is blowing. All right. One of the things we're dealing with is this is it's been 8 years since the last time they issued a blizzard warning here in this part of Idaho. And it travels what's called the Magic Valley, I guess they call this, all down past Pocatello, up past Idaho Falls, up to Rexburg. So, yeah, and people are just, freaking out all over the place. And what's funny is some of the people are laughing at the ones freaking out, and they're posting on Facebook, "Oh, blizzard warning. I guess that means we go run into the store, buy milk, bread, toilet paper, and candy." And everyone else is laughing. Yeah, that's about it. Oh, shoot, let's see if I have it popped up over here. Okay. Rebel Canners is kicking out videos tonight. Well, yeah. Things have been a little interesting too on the news front, so I'm going to jump over here. The first one here came out on the 6th and just perturbed me to no end. 18 new gun laws that take effect in 2024 for California, and only in California for now. Next year, you can see Oregon and Washington also adapting some of these as well. And I'm sorry, I can't go through and read them. You can look up 18 new gun laws, 8 new California gun laws for 2024, and you'll find the list of them. Oh, man. Next one up here. Let me open it up here. I'm going to show the picture of it. This is Wait a minute, is this Alaska? Hang on a second. Let me make sure I got the right airline. Don't want to badmouth the wrong airline. Basically, it has to do with the Boeing 737 MAX 9 planes. And yeah, Alaska Airlines mid-air blowout headed to California. And what it did here, it blew out a window, and this panel section there actually looks like two windows in the panel section, and really tweaked the crap out of the two seats here. Fortunately, I guess no one was sitting in those seats, so they didn't go, "I'm flying." But yeah, and basically they grounded all of those planes. So Alaska, and who's the other one that has it? United are the only U.S. airlines that currently fly the specified model of 737. Alaska has, of the MAX 9s, have 65, and United has 79 of them, which really screwed up a lot of West Coast flights. So back over here. So yeah, you can see other problems happening for the airline industry this winter. Snow wallops the California Sierra Mountains as cold streak continues in Northern California. Some ski areas picked up 18 inches of snow over 24 hours. There's another one coming after this. I'm just going to tell you what it was. They picked up 26 inches in 24 hours. A couple of the ski resorts, and of course they're pushing this out. This is the dialogue they're pushing. Flu, and then bigger. COVID cases soar in California, and it's expected to get worse. They're still below normal. Of course, it's going to get worse. They're below normal on the numbers. Now, here's one. This one is going to go across the United States, affect everybody. California's biggest home insurer raises rates an average of 20% for homeowners. Yeah, that's right. If you own a home, State Farm is raising the rates an average of 20% on policies, and it goes into effect March 15th. Several other companies have pulled out. And why are they doing that? Because all the wildfires caused by the Yankee ringing tree huggers that said, "Oh, we can't let PG&E trim the right-of-ways to keep the trees back so fires can't happen." And of course, it doesn't count that they found out that how many was it? 7 of those that they said were caused by PG&E power lines. They discovered afterwards, no, they weren't. They were caused by arson. But still, because the power line, the right of way had been encroached in upon because you can't cut trees here. It burnt power lines and brought power lines down. That's why they said the power lines were the cause. No, it's the other way around. Other information on that. Let's see here. Let's get down here for it. This is going to bounce across the United States. Where is it here? Okay, renters insurance will spike 11.4%. And where's the automobile? Automobile rates are going up as well. It's got a small print one where they didn't. Auto insurance will go up 21% as of February 26th in California. However, how corporations work. They're going to offset some of their expenses from California to other states as well, and just spread it a little bit, maybe 1 or 2% for the rest of the states. Are going to raise the rates, and other insurance companies are going to go, "Oh, State Farm's raising rates, we can do it too." So that's what's going on there. And hang on, I got to get these things out of the way here, popping up over the thing here. And let's see, what's the next one coming here? All right, Paradise Tahoe is a ski resort. Avalanche, they had an avalanche up there because they had so much snow. Let me get in there so I get the information right for you. Yeah, they had so much snow. They have one dead, 3 injured in the avalanche at Palisades Tahoe Wednesday morning on the popular Black Diamond Run. And okay, the resort was known as Squaw Valley until 2021. So formerly known as Squaw Valley, it had an avalanche there, and the snow season's just beginning. So, and so it took it in the gully to the right of the KT-22 chairlift. So people were down in the gully there skiing. They got taken out by the avalanche. All right, and on the snow, the avalanche where it stopped at the end was 10 feet deep. Okay, and this is a result of the Summer of Love. When all the protests were going on and people were stealing stuff from stores, the great nuisance said, "Oh, please don't worry about going after misdemeanor shoplifting people and stuff like that. They're just peaceful protesters." And we're not going to have it, allow the DAs to charge them anyways. And so it got worse. And basically, it reached such a head that rampant retail theft pushes Newsom to call for a new California crackdown. Gee, that's what happens. You tell the idiots, you can do whatever you want. We're not going to arrest you. Oh boy. All right. Well, I just noticed that no comments have been coming through here for about the last 7 minutes. So, anybody still out there? Says that I got 11 people watching. Anyways, and that is the end of the news. Yeah, that's the end of the news. Yeah. Yes, we're still here. All right, good, cool. But yeah, it's tonight here. The political event tonight happened. We had our new mayor sworn in, Curtis Mitchell, and 2 of the city council members re-sworn in, and they forgot to put it on the agenda, so they got to do it next month. And since one of the council members that was re-termed in again had to be sworn in again, she was no longer the council president, and they forgot to put it on the agenda. Oh, vote for a council president. So they will probably they're going to do that next month, and she'll probably get it again because no one else wants to do it. And an interesting thing happened tonight. I have been pushing for the last several years, 3 or 4 years, 4 years, actually no, 5 years, that the city needs to go out and get more grant money. There's plenty of grant money out there. It's relatively free. There are some grants where we got this much grant. It's a matching fund. So you raise $1 million, we'll give you $1 million. But you got to raise the $1 million elsewhere. That's one of the big key things on it for some of these grants. Well, there's a lot that don't require that. And we all discovered how lazy the former mayor was over the last 8 years, because as the city clerk, Robin's going through things, discovering all sorts of bookkeeping anomalies where Larry said, "Oh, just put it somewhere else." I heard him say it one time after one of the meetings when they wanted to do a closed session, but I was still there. They didn't kick me out. They just didn't want me recording it as the open meeting. And he told her, just shuffle things around, make it look good. And let's see, they thought they had like $20,000 in the sewer account, and they found out now, oh no, we're $1,400 in the deficit. So from 27,000 to 14,000, as the city clerk's going through and deciphering everything, trying to find out what money is in what account and how it's working. And the water, they have no idea where they stand on the water account, really. They don't, because they have to pay the state so much in water rights to pump well water out. They not sure, are they pumping out what's pumping out as far as what's being used. They haven't had they've only had a part-time city person for maintenance and stuff. And so he's supposed to go around and read meters. Well, he doesn't have time to read meters part-time because they got him doing other things. And so this summer, they're going to go around and read meters, and they're specifically going to hit the homes that are, instead of using irrigation ditch water and pumping it out to water their lawns, they're using city water to water the lawns. They don't know who they are. And they're going to go around and start reading meters and say, okay, well, we've done a sampling and we are using more water than we thought. Therefore, we are not making as much water because we're only charging homes to getting approximately this much water. And yeah. But anyways, part of the meeting, Curtis goes, we need to get grants. We need to get a lot of grants. And the only other person on the city council who was in favor for since she got in 2 years ago, she goes, yes, yeah. And the other side, okay, yeah, all right, yeah. Because now there's two people saying, the mayor and someone else is saying yes on grant money. So the others started chiming in yes, because the previous mayor was, well, it's too much work. It's too hard work. Unless you want to do all the work for the grant money, I don't want us going after any grants. And that's about to cross you the way he says it too. And so they're looking into possibly hiring a grant writer or sending the city clerk to a grant writing class so she can learn how to properly write grants and start writing grants and trying to get grants for infrastructure for roads, more grants for the water system, more grants for the sewer system, get grants for putting all city buildings on solar power, and possibly even over by the where the well sites are, put solar there, as well as possibly putting up some vertical helicoil wind turbines, which are quiet and much more efficient than the big monsters. And then they also, since the previous mayor came in, he's blocked pay raises for the city maintenance guy. So the first year they got it by him, the city council, oh, we need to do it, blah, 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 gave him a 3% raise 8 years ago. And so he was up to like 17 something an hour is what he was making. Well, they said, all right, he should have been getting 3% every year, so he should be at 25 something an hour now. And they hemmed and hawed and talked about it, and the mayor and the new mayor Curtis goes, we need to pay him because cost of living is going up so much. He's actually been taking a hit, and they go, okay, and they're paying him $25 an hour, and then they hired a part-time person to assist them because he's only part-time himself. So they hired a part-time person, and when current guy retires, the other guy will come on full-time, in the next couple of years. Once he's up to speed and he goes through classes and stuff. So they're doing a lot of stuff. And they also did some other research. Can't tell them, don't know who kind of told them they ought to be looking into it. Right now, we got contracts with all these companies. One comes in and does water testing on the wells. Charges $400 a month. And they were talking, and Chris was going, we can send him to a school, get him certified for that $400. And from there on out, we're saving $400 a month by having the new guy trained to do the water testing. And then then they're going to, and once he's got that certification under his belt, and guy gets a little closer to his retirement time, they're going to send the guy to get certified for handling sewer treatment stuff. And so when he gets those two things under his belt, they'll be probably saving the city about $800 to $1,000 a month in stuff. So I was talking to a guy afterwards. He goes, "You've done electrical stuff, yeah, but I'm not certified for the state." Well, let's talk about next month. Like, you go and getting, and I froze. About you going and getting your state certification for electrician as a electrician inspector type guy, so you can actually do all the electrical work we want to do around here, and we don't have to pay these other guys, an insane, $75 an hour to come out and do electrical work. And I'm like, cool, I'll do that. So that's what's working on here. Okay, Shell Scout Suite. Yeah, you got a blue wrench. You can share links. Yeah, go ahead and share those. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So things are going to be rather interesting on that front. So let me get over and get set so I can pull get stuff up here on this here while he puts this up. Hey, Siljean, how's it going? From snowy Utah, finally. Well, hey, there's a lot more coming down at you. It's going to get butt ugly. Pardon my French. There we go. Get that open there for it. Yeah, because the mountains up behind us here are expecting to get 8 to 20 inches between now and Saturday morning, 5 o'clock Saturday morning Mountain Time. All right, so let me go take a look at that. Open a new tab. And look at that one. Open a new tab. The first one here. Got to sign up for it. Dang it. That's store part. So the first one I can't open up because it says you got to sign up and accept all their stuff. Same thing with the second one. So, yeah, because when I click on it, I'm going to show you what I get. I'm going to go ahead and click on it again. Actually, I'll just open it up, reopen tab. Yeah, so I get this stuff here. This accept all their stuff and then sign up to get into it. That's what it's telling me to do. It showed up the picture for it showed it just for a second. Let's see if I refresh it, see what happens, how fast that stuff. See, it pops up and see that everything starts popping up and it blocks out the article, so I can't even scroll it on the side. Maybe because I'm not in Sweden. But yeah, there's some interesting. We're actually seeing stuff move forward, and they were talking. Well, what do we do about raising his and down there, him and Han? Well, how can we figure that out? And they're like, that's easy. Now look at me and go, for the new guy, when whatever you're paying him as his he has his part-time start on, and when he goes full-time and you give him so much an hour, You take that, you multiply that by 2,080 hours. That gives him an annual salary. That way you can put him on salary. That way in the summertime, he can work 40, 50 hours, 60 hours a week. And in the wintertime, he can work 20 hours a week because he's not going to be out doing much stuff in the wintertime other than driving the snowplow. And then they say, well, and they talk about things to get done. I mean, there's just so much stuff that the previous mayor put on hold, and things are just falling apart because he's trying to save money, not raise stuff, until he actually had his arm twist because of things going on. Like they found out that come on, brain work, the garbage collection service had been raising the rate, and the previous city clerk didn't say anything to anybody, or she said it to the mayor and he said, don't worry about it, we got plenty, we've been above it for a while. And it's like, no, they hadn't been. And they hadn't been raising things to keep up with inflation costs and costs of contractors and stuff coming in. And the city is close to going broke. So now they got to start, they're getting everything lined out. So, all right, this is what happened for the last 8 years. Nothing was raised other than the one last year where we raised the combined water, sewer, and trash $5. But and one of the things they were talking about, and they were talking about new sewer hookups because people are selling parts of their land and stuff, and people hooking up. Oh yeah, we've been charging $1,000 for sewer and $1,000 for water hookup. And someone says, wait a minute, Firth is charging $3,000, so-and-so is charging $3,500, and then the attorney pops up and he goes, Blackfoot's charging $6,700 for a sewer hookup, just a sewer hookup. And then he didn't say how much they're doing for the water hookup. And it's like, guys, just because everyone before said that, and he goes, well, we can't make profit on it. I roll my eyes and the attorney goes, guys, the money from the water hookup and sewer hookup are supposed to go into a separate account. So you build that account up every time someone hooks up or whatever, so that if you get 50 more people hooked up, 50 more households hooked up, you're going to need to build another sewage pond. And that's what the hookup fees for, is to go to help offset the cost of building the pond. And they're like, oh, I said, yeah, so you need to raise ours up to $3,000 as well, because we're way behind the 8 ball. Because you guys have been talking about needing to build a third pond. Small town politics of, okay, I approve the budget as it stands. Well, at least I know Curtis is getting in there, jumping in with both feet and elbowing his way through the muck to get stuff straightened out like I was going to do. So anyways, yeah, so we're having fun here. What's your city doing to you? Yeah. Don't forget, everybody, hydrate. Interesting thing with the wind blowing so hard and everything else, a lot of people in town are, okay, we're going to get, the power lines may come down, everybody get water. So my daughter's over there. They have a bunch of the 5-gallon water cubes. I've shown them here a couple times, the clear ones. She's filling some of those up. And it's like, okay, I got my little buddy in the bathroom here if the power goes out. I got my Kodiak power station here. If I need to, I can now put a jumper wire onto the furnace, because the furnace, they said supposedly the furnace only draws 4.8 amps while it's running. So if I need to, I keep the furnace going for a while. if the power goes out. And I got the other three Mr. Buddies out in the shop, plus the area heater out there. I can bring one of those in to help heat up the house too. But when I saw what was on the roof, the metal roof over the patio, the snow, I scraped it clean the day before and I got that 3 inches of snow on it, and it all blew off because it was a dry snow and just blew off. However, up above, it kind of blew down, and where the heat tape was, the snow had hit it and it melted a little bit, and it was radiating heat, and it melted, and there's so much snow dumped on it that it overwhelmed the heat tape. So I got to put more heat tape up next spring. There's got a little thing there. I'm looking at, okay, I got to get that doing. I was out there with a hammer earlier chipping ice off. But there are things going on with the winter storm coming in. It's like, okay, if we get 8 inches of snow and it's not a dry snow, and right now everybody's saying what's coming down is a very dry snow. Hey, Vitra, how's it going? If it's a dry snow, it'll just blow off. In fact, if it's a dry snow, I can put the ladder up there, go up there with my leaf blower, and give it an extra blow just to blow it all down and off the roof. So, we're looking at this storm is pretty ugly and nasty. And let's see if I can find that. Let me see if I can find something here for you guys. Hey, Moon over Miami. All right, I got to pull something up here. Put it over here. See if I can find that again. Okay, so I can drop that one there. Close that. So this one came out. This post came out later on after the earlier one. The blizzard warning from the National Weather Service says that travel will be very difficult to impossible. Blowing and drifting snow will significantly reduce visibility. In a graphic posted by the National Weather Service, the blizzard warning advisory advises do not travel. It's way too dangerous. Don't be out unless it's an emergency. Not only are you putting yourself at risk, you're putting the risk of lives of the emergency responders. And that's from the article. And there's the rest of the article. And it has the maximum gusts. And right down here where we're at, we're in the dark orange there, or light medium orange, which is 60-mile-an-hour winds. And some of the other areas around here get up to 90 miles an hour. So, and there was another one. That's not the one I was looking for. There was another one showing the travel of it. Dang. See if I can find it here. It's not come up easy. There was a map put out by the National Weather Service showing the pattern of it blowing across the central states and everything. And, showing stuff how it was coming in down along the West Coast, by Oregon and Washington, cutting across, and the cold air coming down from Canada and mixing. And, yeah. Hey, checked off. How's it going? Oh, minus 47 wind chill. Okay. Yeah, you get these high winds. I mean, just the wind chill, drops. The temperature of wind chill drops as it goes down as the wind picks up here. Yeah, I wish I would. If I had this truck, I would not be worrying. I would be going to the doctor's appointment I had to cancel tomorrow. I canceled today when this warning came out. I read it to the nurse on the end, and she goes, "Oh, crap! I better let the doctor know. We may have a lot of canceled appointments tomorrow." I'm just reading the side chat there, catching up on it. Oh, well, let me see if I can get this up here then. Uh, National Weather Service. This up. See if I got radar forecasts. Okay, here's what the national one of the maps they have up here. And so you got the winter storms, blizzards. So we got a blizzard warning here. You got the winter storm warnings there. So they upgraded the winter storm watch to a winter storm warning for the rest of the area. We're getting a blizzard warning. Got the high winds fixed in there. You got the, oops, I didn't mean to do that. So like, you got really cold air coming down from Canada there, coming down here. And it showed a map of it, because you got stuff coming in this way here, this coming down, and Friday night, Saturday morning, it may get down to Texas. But yeah, you just do weather.gov, and this is the home page, and you can go look at the other different sites and stuff. Other fun one, just gonna be, got to go over here to find it. Weather. We'll do this one here first. So this is the, you can see the pattern coming across Oregon and Washington here, going in, going down. Let's run this. This is the 10-day jet stream pattern here. As the cold pushes down here, it pushes stuff down. And it's weird. Now the other one, which Ben Davidson, Suspicious Observers, was using. He was using this one here. And let me go from, that's 10. Put it at, I think it was at 750. You can see the weather pattern coming down. And it's going to come down right in through Oklahoma and into Texas. Then you got this warm stuff coming up here through South Texas, mixing. It's going to head right on up over Tornado Alley. So you can expect some ugliness here over the next several days there. But this is for Wednesday, change date. Let's see what it's going to look like on Friday. And perception, everything's changed. So that starts pushing back up Friday a little bit at 750 meters. If I put this back down to 2 meters, see how it changes. Not much there. Let's take it up to 2,500 meters. Yeah, it starts, the colder air is still coming over the top now. It's coming back down. So, yeah, it's going to get ugly. Drop that out of sight there. Yeah, so guys, if you have a chance and you don't have any 5-gallon buckets, go to Home Depot or Lowe's. Lowe's are the better buckets because they're darker blue, the dark blue that's less light in than the those light orange ones from Home Depot. Get some 5-gallon buckets, get some potting mix, and fill them up and plant some plants. Plant a tomato plant, plant some lettuce or some rainbow chard, or Swiss chard or spinach, something that gets prolific there. I mean, like the Grand Rapids lettuce, once it gets going, man, it produces more. It produces way more than I can eat and my daughter and her family can eat, and the excess goes to the rabbits, which makes them happy. Oh, no. Oh boy. Yeah, and this afternoon, right before that the storm changed up here, I was out there with the snow blower, got cleaned off the driveway, went out there, shovel, scraped off other areas that where some stuff had melted and froze. I got broken loose, got it off, got the driveway cleaned up pretty good, nice. Came inside, started to do my exercises. My right ankle was bothering me, so I stopped halfway through on my time. Came in here, started to work my ankle, take the boot off, started to work it and stuff, and then ping ping, all these messages, and then I hear a knock 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 on the door, and I go over there, and they delivered my new gloves. I got some new, not the glove mitten ones where your fingertips are exposed till you pull the mitten over, but regular heavy duty wool gloves with the Thinsulate liner on the inside and the leather palms on it. Oh, those things are so warm. And so I opened the door, got it from the guy. This was about 2:30, 2 o'clock. I mean, there was nothing out there. I mean, the clouds were starting to come in, but everything was still clear. An hour later, there was that much snow built up against the door, and it was starting to cover. It was starting to build up on the walkway. The walkway was totally covered, and it was starting to build up mostly in the garage, in the driveway. But it was blowing, so that I was getting drifts built up in different areas around the tires of the truck. It built up, and when I got the other IBC totes up there, they blow under the truck and just start building up against there. So there were areas that was building up on, others that we kept blowing clean, but for 2 hours, man, it was just coming down. And then it stopped. And just got a little bit of misting now. Couldn't sure that's really snow or just stuff being picked up and blown around. But yeah, looking for the snow tonight is, so tonight it says, snow showers mainly after 11 p.m. Widespread blowing snow mainly after 11 p.m. Steady temperature around 20 degrees Fahrenheit. Wind chill values as low as -2. And it froze. Windy with southwest winds 33, gusts to 55. Chance of precipitation 80%. New snow accumulation, where they were saying it was only going to be if it was less than half an inch possible. They're now saying 2 to 3 inches. And tomorrow they're saying less than 1 inch possible because, well, I guess because it's so dry, it's just blowing it out through the cities, out into the farmlands. So yeah. And things have changed since earlier, since about 4:30 today, because at 4:30 it was supposed to be 80% chance of snow on Monday. Now it's partially cloudy with a low around -3 for the night, and mostly sunny, high near 14 degrees on Martin Luther King Day. Yeah, so we'll see what happens, and this is definitely a crapshoot for the weather predictors, because it's going this way. No, it's going that way. Now it's coming over this way here, dropping down and coming back that way. Yeah, the wind's doing really weird things this year. And the checking with those, the back of my truck, back of my pickup, since Sunday, the pickup has filled up to within, about 6-8 inches of the top. So that's probably, maybe even higher than that. I have to go tomorrow morning. I'm going to go out there, drop the tailgate with the tape measure, and say, okay, this is the snow that built up in my truck, that stayed trapped in my truck. Yeah, they were saying on the for the Magic Valley here from Pocatello up to Rexburg, we were supposed to get 1 to 8 inches down here in the flatlands where we're at, which is follows the old Yellowstone Highway and Interstate 15, and up in the to the east of us, up in the foothills to the tops of the Grand Tetons, anywhere from 8 to 20 inches. So our school district doesn't. It's a 4-day school district, Monday through Thursday. So there was no school planned for tomorrow, anyways. But yeah, it's going to get ugly here. So yeah, so you guys, if you want to see the city council meeting, it'll probably be up tomorrow afternoon on Camp Patton Family Compound. I'm going to put. I got to start the editing tonight. But I do have some news coming up here. Hang on. So on Saturday, January 27th, so that's a little over 2 weeks away, got Doc Bones and Nurse Amy coming on Grayman Prepping for Survival Saturday. So that'll be 8 o'clock Eastern time. They're going to talk about several things they're working on, and they're going to send me a list of what they're talking about. But they said when I told them I had a kidney stone, that's why I was asking about it on Facebook. He goes, "Oh, we'll definitely talk about kidney stones when the hospitals aren't functioning." So, which really, it's about 12 years ago. I had a kidney stone, went in. They took care of it and stuff. I got a little worried about it, and the doctor there, a great doctor there in Concord, he goes, "You need to knock this out of your diet, knock this out of your diet, knock this out of your diet. Have you been drinking sodas?" I've cut way back on the sodas. I just have 1 or 2, maybe 3 sodas a week. Cut them out, and told me stuff. And he goes, "If you're gonna have spinach, make sure you have vinegar on it, because that breaks down whatever it is to help causes, before it gets into the system to cause the kidney stones." Doc Bones. All right, here. All right. It's Doc Bones and Nurse Amy. That's their YouTube channel, and it's doomandbloom.net. And so Doom and Bloom. Doom and There you go. Doc Bones and Nurse Amy. MD and Amy, registered American nurse practitioner. I think that's what it is. Yeah. And they're preppers. They're preppers. And their mission is to get every prepper group to have a fully trained medic. And they've been on my channels, both my channels, several times. And they've been on Southern Ohio Prepping several times. And they've sent me several books for free. That the $70 books. It's like boom. So yeah, that's them. They'll be on here. So they'll be we will have a question and answer time. And their thing is thing Doom and Bloom Medical, and they let me see if I can bring it up here. Hang on. We're going to go Amazon, and we're going to check out Dr. And these are the books he has. This is the 3rd edition. Is it the 3rd or the 4th edition? Well, one of these is the 3rd. One of them is the 4th edition. I got both of them. And I got the Pandemic Preparedness Guide. And I have the old one here on the old survival medicine handbook on Kindle as well. But yeah, good stuff. And those are the black and white ones, because the color version, the spiral bound color version, is $84. Yeah. You know, Doc Bones and Nurse Amy run the podcast. They run classes and everything else all over, and they are actual doctor and nurse. And so, I mean, his stuff, and he's always posting stuff over on his Facebook page and his YouTube channel. He has a YouTube channel group, which he posts the podcasts, which are also on his doomandbloom.net channel. Web page and other things too. But yeah, so they're going to be here. So they're going to start off with a presentation and then start taking question and answers. So if you're in the chat for that night or that evening, have a notepad and pencil with you, and when they say something you want to ask about, write it down and wait for the Q&A time. All right, Shadow, take care. And we're already hitting the hour mark here, and I got some other stuff to do. So coming up here, tomorrow night on Camp Patton Family Compound. Blah, blah, blah. The topic was suggested by Suzanne Galley. It is AI-generated photos and voices for scams, and it's just not scammers. It's big companies, Depot, Target, a few others, that are scamming the information from their customers. Saturday, on Survival Saturday, back here again, is your pantry keystone of health and survival. Monday, on Camp Patton Family Compound, we're going to be talking freezer meals, whether you have the old super tempered glass freezer canning jars that can go in the freezer, or whether you're doing Mylar bags or seal meal bags in the freezer. We'll be talking about that stuff. Tactical Tuesday, don't wait for an emergency to get prepared. Got to counter a couple idiot channels out there saying, oh, you don't need to get everything now. You just have to set the money aside. And when the emergency hits, you just go out and buy everything you need real quick. I couldn't believe some channels were saying that. Then Midnight Ride on next Thursday. And that brings us back up to where we're at right now. All right. So once again, I'm going to harp on this again. Try to grow something indoors this winter. I mean, the prices on food is ridiculous. Plus, if you buy a tomato in the store, you buy like a 4 or 5 or 6 little tomatoes on a thing in a little pouch box or whatever, and they're all the stem still on there. When those were picked, they were green, and they were sprayed with chemicals to help them ripen in shipment. And so, they got tough skin and taste. It was funny. I had one of those because I needed one, and I went and got a tomato because my others hadn't come in yet, and I was cutting it up, and Danny, number 3 grandson, came in. Can I have a piece? I gave him a taste. He goes, this doesn't taste good. Where are the other ones you had that taste really good? The homegrown ones. He knows homegrown tastes a lot better, and it's a lot healthier for you. So anyways, try to grow something. Lettuce. Grand Rapids lettuce grows great indoors. I mean, just like I said, one plant, once it gets going and once I start picking on it, I was having a salad every other day and sending stuff across the street from a couple of the other plants. And lettuce is one of the easy things to grow. So, and lettuce like cool temperatures. Tomatoes, you put it near the heater vent or near closer to the wood burning stove or the fireplace. It gets a little more warmth to it. Someone said radishes grow good indoors in the wintertime too. Don't know. Check it out. Look at it. If you need to, get one of those Arrow Gardens or one of the generic knockoffs of it, and plant the different things in it. Basil or whatever else, and grow some stuff so you don't have to spend the money at the store for it. GT Junior grows it in Alaska. Hey, welcome. And so, guys, try to grow something indoors this winter. All it's going to do is help your budget. You got a small investment on it, but when you see what you're paying for stuff, it's ridiculous in the store when you can grow it. You can buy a 5-gallon bucket, fill it with potting mix, and grow it for less than what you're buying the plant and buying the stuff at the store. And you probably grow, and you can keep growing stuff in there longer. All right, so we're going to wrap this up here. I want to thank everybody that came in and showed up, and all your comments in the side chat. So don't forget, mark on your calendar Saturday the 27th for Survival Saturday with Doc Bones and Nurse Amy. And this Saturday we got Paula said she's going to be there, so we should have Paula and Dr. Ron as well, and we're going to be talking about how your pantry can help keep you healthy if it's properly stocked. Scan family. Welcome just in time to say goodbye. Oh, having a bad night. Hit a deer. Gonna cost me a new radiator. I was driving to pick up. We wouldn't have a vehicle anymore. Oof. Ouch. Yeah. I've noticed a lot of the guys, around here are putting the bigger bumper guards, on there, like the combat guard, around on stuff, because the deer are getting weird again. So they're adding those to the vehicles around here. All right, everyone, stay happy, stay safe. Don't go out and do anything foolish. Keep adding to your preps, water, food, medicine, clothing. Learn a new skill. Grow something this winter. Take care, and I'll see you around.